Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Baron Heroes Journey race. I am Rowdy Roddy Sniper, joined in the booth by Alchemy. We've got Darth Plagueis doing the tracking, and Firebird Lover doing the pulling the buttons and the levers down behind the scenes. And Alchemy, today's race features our favorite Dragoon Kane, and it may be winter, but these runners are going to have a bit of a spring fever here today, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. We know two things about our favorite Dragoon King. One, he betrays. Two, he jumps. This is focusing on the second one. He's gonna jumping all the time. With the push B to jump flag, which some love, some not so much, but I think it's a lot of fun either way.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the push B to jump flag set because you can do some very silly things and get yourself in a lot of trouble if you're not careful.
Yeah, yeah. Especially getting yourself into a lot of trouble. Funnily enough, I disabled the the back row glitch. So I mean, everyone can jump, so it's fine, right? You just jump.
Yeah, just as long as they don't forget that you can push B to jump both in and out of battle.
Yeah, you can push B to jump, and you can push B to jump.
Because I never forget that ever.
I think that's just how it is like actually worded. It is very good. The other thing is that for a meta objective in Baron's Hero's Journey, my club, hi, it's me, Alchemy. There is like a meta objective we call it, which is like an objective that goes beyond the scope of the actual video game. Just for fun, it's not for flavor. This one is called Elusive Jump for all of you Final Fantasy 14 players. And if you look at the flag set in chat, we have keep behemoths. Behemoth tiles in Cape Bahamut are active, and the meta objective is that they must jump over all of them.
So yeah, on your way to completing that fourth objective, just remember where those event tiles are, so you can avoid those fights, and you'll have gotten that taken care of. Of course, the problem is making sure you remember where they're at.
I mean, we have so many like map resources. Really, if you wanna know where they are, you can just open the map and keep it open. But it's still tricky, honestly.
Yeah, and I think knowing the maps, knowing those resources is going to be kind of the story. Is going to help shape how this race between Stony and Tibble goes here tonight, because you've got a lot of ways that you can use push B to jump to just not do things. And if you know how to know where those are at and can take advantage of that, that's going to shave a lot of time off your run.
Besides that, we have 6 objectives, which are telling more or less the king story, and we have 6, but only 5 are required to win. We have Kimane Summer Moon, and we have T Wild Age, so it should be good. Also, the kits are pretty decent to start.
I was gonna say the defense kit alone, starting out with the Dragoon armor, I think that alone is a nice little start, especially if you want to be a little bit more aggressive as from the start, as these runners are on their way.
Yeah, I think it's like with the Dragoon, I think the Eblon kit gives like a Blizzard sword or something. Ooh, starting with a rat tail. Yeah, the Edge brand. That is pretty nice. Especially
Yeah,
wow, Edge start, the overworld is not gonna stand a chance.
yeah, no. We see that the permajoin flag is on because you know, as you said earlier, Kane and loyalty go together extremely well. So you will have to commit to a party. When you get when you get to choose a character. So if you want to hold out for the Cecil, that's guaranteed to be at a later point in the seed. Um, you'll have to wait and hold off until you can get it and save a spot for him. Otherwise, uh, you may just want to go without him.
Uh, for folks that are new, even if your party is full, if you just like having Cecil try to join your party will be enough to complete the fourth objective of getting Cecil.
Yeah, that is important to note that you don't have to take you don't have to take the character if you don't want them. As Tybalt looking at their options for characters in the free checks that are open, and Stony showing how to get into Baron without the Baron key and doing some early looting.
Oh my gosh, I love this play. I love the early knowledge play. Oh wait, he's just looting? Oh, well, if I recall correctly, like Baron Castle has some really decent loot, right? Like,
yeah, as you can see by that Artemis Bow and Bahamut Orb, that's a nice start. I think I saw a Ninja Sword as well for Edge.
Very nice. You know, we wanted something better than a metal sword, but we'll take it. Also, I care about this very much personally, but Baron's item shop had exits for sale, which is like, well, just lovely.
Yeah, no exits, especially if you're not gonna take a, you're not gonna likely be taking Tella on a permajoin flag set in most cases, so definitely worth having those as an exit caster early on. As Stony with that Ninja Sword is gonna go and see what's here at Baron.
Oh, Athaniel, yeah. Just as you mentioned, that there was a Ninja Sword in the first floor, so I just missed it. That's pretty nice.
Hey, congratulations on buying a promotion.
Oh my gosh, just like going straight to the boss without even getting any levels. Honestly, with Ninja Middle Edge, even at the base level, this is probably just fine.
Yeah, only taking about less than 100 damage on average from these hits. Pretty safe overall.
Yeah, and I think the kit, like the better kit as it's called, like has some killing items. Yeah, some cure 2s. That should be enough to keep Edge afloat.
Meanwhile, Tybalt tackling the monster boxes in Evelyn Castle, the starting coffins that the kit gave them to try and get some loot and experience.
That is one of the cool things. Like this is exactly what I had envisioned when I made this flag set. Of like, the overworld is easy, but you have push me to jump, so you just like do whatever. Now we see both Stony and Tybalt are just like doing two completely different things.
Yeah, that's one of the fun things about push B to jump is you get so many options. These runners could have immediately just gone to the underground through the hook route because you can just jump on over. You don't need to wait for the hook in this flag set.
Stony finding that Rosa. That's yeah. That's going in the party. Oh my gosh, was that a crystal sword? That was a crystal sword from the Mad Ogre's chest on Tybalt's side. Oh my goodness.
I think Tybalt's definitely going to be holding a spot open for hoping to get that Cecil, as it does look like they're going to be heading down to the underground to check the character and not fight some bosses.
I mean, even like if the hook character is Cecil and the hook route character, the Amon Cave character is a like what's the name, like restricted check. So Cecil could be there, and even my level 1 Paladin Cecil could be... Oh my gosh, they haven't done ordeals! I was so excited, but neither of them have done ordeals, so it's gonna be a Dark Knight Cecil. That Crystal Sword does nothing.
Not yet, but it will.
Oh my!
Well, I'll take a Fusoya.
I'll take better Tella, thank you.
Okay, we do have a blue robe in the Rubicon spot, which
Oh boy.
I don't think we're gonna find out what that is.
Yeah, we're gonna be jumping right over that blue robe. We will be like over here. We'll just keep the suspense.
Yeah, normally the hook route is a very challenging way to get underground in some circumstances, but when you have the ability to just jump over the event tiles, it yeah, it's a nice little jaunt underground to check out shops and better loot.
Check out that like push me to jump speed tech from Tibble jumping over the wall to immediately go to the bottom floor and stuff. That's great. That's another thing that push me has. It has a lot of like a skill expression with the way you just move around the map. Just look at that jump again. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah, no, that's say I like to say that the fastest way to get through a seed is just the fastest check is one you don't do, and that also applies to floors of a dungeon in this case.
Stony found just a Gaia drum in the Antlion, which is rough.
Yeah, I like the idea. You've got a couple of ways of going about this. You can either just rush the underground. You can take with the early edge. You can take these early checks and get your items.
No.
Ooh,
Oh my!
there's a
That's
treasure
very
room.
nice.
There's also a Cape Magnus is pretty much a free check as well because you can just jump over the dark elf spot, the dark elf fight, and get the item and run. So
Yep.
could get a bunch of stuff here from this area for Stony.
But
Yep.
considering that we have two Wild Edge and no max tier flags, well, this could be good. It is already good.
Yeah, Moonveil alone makes me very happy, especially with
Wow.
a giant objective on the table here. Of note, Tybalt did peek the top of tower and found, I believe that was Valvalis at the top of
Oh,
tower. So I think that'll be a while.
and not only that, but coupled with the meta objective that I mentioned at the start of the stream, Cave Bahamut is an objective, and that thing punches really hard. So that Moonveil is gonna be real candy.
So will the Avenger that Tybalt just found in the Fame Arch
Wow.
Reject.
That's Karate Man and the officers fight?
Some flavor of guards, yeah. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if it's the Officer Soldier or the Double Baron Guard, but if if Tybalt
That's
has a hourglass, well, Tybalt has an
well,
hourglass. Access to him.
they're selling them right there.
The challenge will be staying up for it, but I think
Yeah, like we only have like 3 characters, and I don't know if they're just gonna go down with a single punch, but there is a high likelihood that they will.
yeah, Tybalt. I think
I agree.
with the equipment that Tybalt has, definitely making the right decision. If there had been coffins in there as well, then obviously that would have been a different story. But I think it's worth looking to see if there's other options.
Shout outs to Flame Dog Chest. Didn't even have to use the S-Print.
We have Crystal Sword parody, thanks to the Flame Dog.
Very nice. Wow, that's pretty cool. T-Waldish is great.
Yes, it is.
It always weirds me out when I see players just jumping inside of the walls of SOD or whatever. It's like, oh, wow, you can do that, huh?
Yeah,
Video
yeah. That and in the sealed cave, you might see these runners take advantage of some spots in the walls that if they jump into, they'll just count as stairs and warp up to the next floor.
Oh, yeah. There is some, like, fail-save when you, like, walk outside of, like, a map where it, like, puts you on the previous map or the next map or something like that. There is some tech. If I recall, when this flag was first introduced, it was like a hot mess because it would like break everything by doing that, and Portface had to code some like nonsense to try to stop the game from breaking by jumping outside.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you put something like this into a game that very clearly was not designed for it, you run the risk of absolutely destroying what was set up.
Having the Queen Evelyn fight in this spot is very nice because you technically only need to take out half of the HP, because if you defeat the King Eblin, Queen Eblin just immediately just like fades away. So it's very nice. And this spot has a lot of HP. That's the thing.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what preserve the game.
Stoney took a few swings at it and decided, you know what, it'll just be faster to let them run their script.
Oh yeah, that's also that option. It's also pretty
Tibble.
slow, right? This spot. If I
Yeah,
recall.
it's nowhere near as fast as the next spot, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, especially because Kane has a lower level right now. He's not too high level, so they're not that slow.
Tybalt getting their Earth Crystal and making their way through the treasury, getting all those wonderful Moon Veils and Zeus Gauntlets. The Zeus Gauntlet Avenger Kane is going to do a lot of work early game.
If I recall, you don't even need the Earth Crystal, right? You can just jump over the trigger tile and talk to the NPC that's lying down, right?
That one I'm not sure on. If there
Yeah, me
is,
neither.
either I keep missing it or I haven't found it.
I forget. It's been a while, and the tech for Push Me to Jump it's like playing a different game almost in
It,
terms of routing.
it really is. Stony electing to activate the cutscene for the Earth Crystal to get it out of the inventory, which as a loot goblin, always like that option.
Tybalt, I think Tybalt just jump over the event tile that will show the like magnetic field in effect cutscene. I think he did that.
Yeah, no, that's a
That's
very
bonkers.
very heads up move. It saves a few seconds.
That's bonkers to me. Wow.
No, that I really that shows just how well Tybalt knows this flag set, because knowing that tile.
While Tybalt is getting the useless except for key item count Baron Key, Stony is facing against like Ogopogo at Valvalis, but which is pretty easy.
Yeah, that decision to take the Zot 1 fight to get the experience going to be a little helpful here, because that'll help with survivability and get through this fight.
That Rosa is putting in the good work, and with that edge swinging for close to 1k per attack, and with the defense equipment we have, this should be doable as long as the anti-HP is high for the waves.
Yeah, I agree there.
Well, what is Tybalt's next move going to be? Lion Bucket. Boomerang. Oh, right. Since we don't have back rowing, if you want to attack from the back row, you either jump or you have a long range weapon. And Berserking is better than jumping, so I think I can understand. Unless Tybalt didn't realize that there was no back approach, I guess, which is possible.
Yeah, either one's certainly a possibility. Plus, I also don't think Tybalt has found any really of the strong ninja swords that Stony found in Barons.
Oh, that is true. Fair enough. Yeah. Let's see if Stony gets rewarded for the commitment to doing Zod. At least we got rewarded with Exit on Rosa. There's that, I guess. A Moonveil. I mean, that's really nice, but not
Yeah,
progression.
you're hoping to get some of those key items, because we do have 5 objectives. We need the package, the Luca key, the Darkness Crystal, and we need the Legend Sword and the Adamant. And don't think any of those items should get us all of our restricted character checks. So if Cecil's somewhere,
Yeah.
we'll be behind one of those.
He could even be behind, like, the Ruby. Heck,
Yeah, forgot
and
about
Kaipo.
Yes, thank you. I completely forgot about the Sand Ruby.
Yeah, the sand ruby. I had the ruby part, but I forgot about the sand part. But yeah, there could be a character like Cecil could be behind the sand ruby, and that's also a key item you will need for that. But like, are you gonna spend the time going to Kaipo early or whatever just to check the beds? I wouldn't.
No, not with the flags, not with the flags. Getting the better kit, you don't have as much of a pressing need for looting or for shopping in the early game areas.
Oh, Thibaut's routing is breaking my mind. I wonder if he's taking some of these like overly complicated routes on purpose. Oh, yep, there it is. As I thought.
Yes.
You can directly talk to the NPC.
Yep, skipping Zot 1, you do not need the Earth Crystal in this flags set because push B the jump just lets you go and cut through the story.
Can't you jump the wall to get to the treasury? I don't think so, right?
Don't believe you can.
Yeah, you do need the Earth Crystal for the treasury, and the treasury was great in this seed, so there's that at least.
Not that these runners are gonna want. Not that either of these runners were gonna do it with that Valvalis at the top of tower. But my favorite skip is that skip over to the wall as you're going through the hook route. You can just cut right over to the top of tower from there.
Stony going up that amount of heals for when that shows up.
Yeah, it makes sense. You can skip the first two fights here, and that Kane is. I don't think Stony hasn't been underground to get that Avenger, but still with the Blizzard Spear and the Zeus Gauntlets should have a pretty easy time for whatever's here.
Yep. And the cool bit about being Kane solo is that if you jump, the monster can't just... It doesn't hit anything, so it's fine. Oh, but Sonny wants the XP, perhaps?
Yeah, again, with Edge, with Rosa with an Artemis bow, not going to be worrying about getting those star veils up. You're just going to be able to do things the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, this spot doesn't have that much HP, all things considered.
Both these runners have 4 characters in their parties, though it does leave one open spot left if they want to hang on for Cecil, or if they have to make a decision here. Be curious to see if Stony decides the soil will be good enough for reflex strats, or
that's true.
That crystal sword obviously weighs heavy in any character calculations right now.
Right, yeah, and like Cecil is in the stage because he's on objective, so it's just kind of like, yeah, but where is Cecil gonna be? He could be at the end of the giant. I mean, and you're gonna see him because the giant is an objective, likely. There is a world where it's like 6 out of 5 or something if you don't ride correctly, and Cecil is just at the end of the giant or whatever.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That, very likely possibility, actually.
And like, reflex are very nice. You get to skip the refill phase on Ceremus and all the jazz, and you already picked up that talent for like AoE purposes, I imagine. So it's it's a very decent possibility.
Stony getting ready to go check the shrine at the top of Mount Ordeals. See what the item and the boss here are, as Tybalt's taking care of Bigan at Baron Castle.
It could be like we get a good key item from Ordeals too. Well, that is a good key item, I guess, all things considered.
Yeah, we have a fitting boss here at the top of Mount Ordeals as Kane faces his past.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. Very nice.
Either that or just reliving a time that he did something he really, really enjoyed far too much.
Damn, I wish I didn't enjoy that. Okay, thanks. But that ninja sword, it puts like upgrades that edge from a ninja metal to a ninja, which is like pretty much already like almost ready, especially with the Zeus gauntlets and stuff. That edge is carried out. That will like make me lean towards using fighters and just having Palom and Rosa support personally. That having that edge, so like with such good equipment, you know, and having the crystal sword in my inventory.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree with you with the equipment like that on Edge. I think vanilla kit the vanilla starting equipment is on, correct? So it already has a black belt and a bandana as well. So it's some really strong equipment to start off with.
Yeah, there is no Sineki, so he does in fact start already with pretty decent equipment. And that plus, you know, the Sus gauntlets that we've seen and the two ninjas. I mean, if we find like right now it's still a toss up. If you have the Fusoya, you know, Fusoya flinging nukes and then Palom and Rosa with white comes is still a really good reflect team. But if you find Muramasa, Masamune for edge, that really tilts the the, the balance towards just using fighters for Zoromus even more, you know.
Yeah, I agree there. Obviously, you know, question mark is that third fight. That third fighter, I believe that we saw Yang at the in the city at the Palam Porum spot. So with a grind, a perfectly serviceable melee fighter.
Oh yeah. Rubicante. Well, he ain't gonna last long.
Yeah, the Blizzard Spear in the starting kit's gonna make sure of that.
There he goes. The, the leading monsters is just so funny to me. I've been around in this community for a long time, and it still cracks me up every time you see big numbers or something just like that. Like I, whoosh, it just goes away. That's a magma key. That's another key item counter. Would you wait for 10 key items for grinding in this flex setting push me to jump? That's the other thing, huh?
I think it really kind of depends on what your party situation looks like, and what the key items you get are. I mean, if I've got a darkness crystal, if I've got the forge, you know, I probably wouldn't worry too much about it and just kind of plan on maybe low level like the 1200 strats or Fu and friends. But
Oh, phone friends. That's fair. It it is also like this Flaxen in particular wants like 5 or 6 key items out of the objectives. So that kind of like already pushes like you know you're gonna get that many. So that kind of like for me tilts the balance in favor of waiting for grind. But you never know if you know grinding early might get you to do the rest of the objectives faster. So that's always the valid judgment you're gonna make, I guess.
yeah, I mean, there's certainly a camp of people out there that are just grind early and get it over with. So certainly
Yeah.
nothing, even if you end up doing if you end up doing extra checks, if you're strong enough to just kind of blow through everything, like you said, putting up those big damage numbers, then it kind of saves time on the back end.
Now, with Baron, sorry, with Kabul out of the way, no Sony, do not have to hook. Nice try though. I wish. That has happened to me though. Like, oh yeah, like let me pick up the hovercraft. Oops.
Stony really wants to get that rat tail turned in and off their mind, which I can appreciate that.
Yeah, it would also be burning a hole in my pocket, honestly, the whole time. Like, oh, don't let me forget about the rat tail. Like the sooner I do it, the sooner I can get it out of my brain, so I can stop having to remember it.
Tybalt electing to skip the fights on Mount Ordeals, jumping over the event tiles.
That is one of those things that like you don't appreciate until you actually play Free Enterprise. It's like the big, for me at least, the big skill in Free Enterprise doesn't come from the knowledge or even the execution of the fights. It comes from how many things can you keep in your brain at the same time. Because there is so much stuff to keep in mind all the time, like the things you have done, the things you are doing, and the things you will do if you want to like excel at the game. Like Daddy gets to do so much. So wanting to get like key item that's like like I said, putting a hundred in your pocket out of the way so you can focus your thoughts into other things you need to do. For me, it's like really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, I think every runner has been burned at least once by a key item check that they ended up forgetting because it an early key item they got that they forgot that they had until way too late.
Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I'll check it later when, when the routing works out and I have to move the airship above the place. I'll do it later.
Yeah,
And then you just zoom past it next time.
and then later comes and you see the finish in the race room went, oh yeah.
Oh, right. The key item that I said I was gonna stop when I was flying the airship by for like optimal routing. Nice try, Tony, but that's the one thing you need the hook for.
Yeah, no, the Adamant Grotto a little bit out of reach.
It does seem that you can reach it with a good jump, but you can't.
It's a little deceptive because when you look at the jump that you have to make to get to the Cave Ablana, that looks about the same roughly. So I can understand sitting there and going, "What can I do?" And
Is Tybalt setting up like a slingshot situation here?
I don't know.
That was interesting.
Could just be trying to get the party set up for that Golbez fight because
Oh, Golbez at a Baron, yeah.
that's heads up. The time it takes to to do the random encounter and get Rosa and Fu down is going to save some time for the Shadow script. So that's a good head again. Like you were talking about earlier, all those things that you have to keep in mind. You're
Yeah.
remembering Golbez was there, remembering, hey, I need to do this real quick to get myself ready. That's all those things that speed things up.
Yeah, like if it was me, I'm not very good at the game. Like I will have forgotten that Golbez was here, and I was thought like, okay, let me do Baron 1. I didn't do it for some reason, but let's see. And then I walk in and I see Golbez and I have to walk out to do the setup. But Timo kept that in mind before going in. He did the setup. And the cool thing about this too is that not only it speeds up like the Shadow Dragon eating your party phase, but also you get to basically choose which two characters are gonna be alive, which allows you to have control over the fight.
Yeah, because there is a second fight in the back end of this. Kane and Edge are your two main damage dealers right now, so completely understand. Yeah, having them ready, getting the Avenger ready on Kane for the next fight.
Oh yeah.
Though of note, they do get through the fight about the same time, and Tybalt started a couple seconds earlier.
Huh. Oh, it's Plague. Well, that Avenger is real nice, but I think that Plague is gonna die real fast.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these runners are too scared about it. And they've got, if they needed to, they could just quickly revive one of their down party members to buy some time. But yeah, simultaneous plague crumbles.
That's pretty amazing. The key items are the same too. Wow. You can make this stuff up, folks.
So that puts two objectives within these runners' grasp as they can go to the moon to get complete Gate Bahamut and also go board the Giant of Babel.
Hey Moon is also on, and that's also a character that could be Cecil.
Yeah, no, I would not be surprised to see both these runners go and particularly Tybalt, because Tybalt's been underground. But I wouldn't be surprised to see these runners go check that right away.
Fair, fair. Oh, Karagi is very
Immediately made a
nice.
liar because Tybalt's going to go check Dwarf Castle and the character check there.
Full moon and ninja stars. It's very nice. I forget that those chests like are real and not fake. People avoiding the true boss of Free Enterprise, the inventory boss, by stealing half of his inventory, as he should be doing. It's a good job, Tybalt.
Yeah, no, that's one of my many Achilles heels.
Boy, you have many heels. How many legs do you have?
I got more heels than the New World Order.
A restreamer Firebird Lover asking if there are actually any fake chests in this game. I don't know. Oh, that when you come down from like after racing the Falcon, I think those chests that are like in the Tower of Babel are like not real because they're like inaccessible. Not sure though if they actually have any contents in them though.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that myself.
That's a question that you could post in our Discord if no one knows. I'm sure one of our many Free Enterprise and Final Fantasy IV scientists can go into the lab and figure that one out.
Yeah. For those of you that are tuning in for the first time, we do have a Discord that is a wonderful resource for learning the game. There's a area for newbies to ask questions and learn more about the game and get help from the many experienced and very helpful runners here. And also people that just like to mess around and learn new things about the games themselves.
Yep. And if you want to be here where I am, either making flag sets or being in the booth chatting or whatever and helping out with the restreams, you can also do that. Just come and hang out, I guess.
Tybalt getting Odin down at the first spot here at Dwarf Castle. We'll see who this character is. And refresh my memory, Alchemy, is the warp glitch also on this flag set?
That is a very good question. I think it is. Yep, it is.
So they can peek the item in the back of the sealed cave, but they still need to do complete the actual boss fight to get the credit for the objective, correct?
Yeah, so even though you can get the key item early, just you need to go down there, really. Also, wow, that Dark Knight Cecil was kind of scary for a second there.
Yeah, anytime Dark Knight Cecil comes up after in one of these successive fights, if you're at low HP for whatever reason, it can even if it's not super strong, it can still make things very difficult.
I've seen this like after Ogopogo and stuff like that, and it's like absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah, no, after an Ogopogo or something that has something like Dark Elf that uses weak and gets the party down in a bad way. So yeah, no.
So here is Stoney's Fusoya. What is gonna be Stoney? People's character in Dwarf Castle was a dupe Fusoya. I almost called it Dwarf Fortress. No, wrong game.
Speaking of games where you have to keep track of a lot of things at once.
Yeah, micromanaging the game.
Tybalt is going to take advantage of the warp glitch, just getting a samurai bow.
No, Sony says no to Fusoya, at least for now. All of the characters are still in the Tower of Wishes. There is no see-by flag. So you can just go back and grab them if you change your mind.
And the latest in dwarven fashion is a industrial grade hook designed strong enough to have an airship carry a hovercraft.
I mean, dwarves are strong, so
yeah,
maybe she can just carry it around her neck. Now, doing tower, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Tower is one of those checks that people like to
Oh,
avoid. Wait,
you're gonna be
is
stealing sirens.
he's gonna be stealing sirens for the grind? That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't recall if Tybalt checked Tomra. I know Tybalt checked the Fame Arch item shop and checked the Dwarf item shop.
I think he, I think people did step into Tomra. Maybe
Okay.
someone in chat can confirm, but yeah, our tracker Deathwagel just mentioned that he did
Okay.
go to Tomra.
Thank you for that. Um, I guess it is faster than taking the time to go up to the moon, check the Hummingway shop, and you know
I don't know.
maybe not even find the sirens up there. So I think it is this is just kind of I'm here. Let's just do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like going outside of the underground and then getting the lunar well and then going to the moon. Like that process alone takes a little bit of chunk of time. And maybe the sirens are there, and you're gonna go to the moon anyway, most likely for the K Moon checks and the character check in the lunar dias. But there is something to be said for doing a grind now or whatever, and then once you go to the moon, staying in the moon and doing the moon checks with your levels. You know, I guess.
Yeah, because then you can slingshot the character that joins the Lunar Dais, or if you take one from the Tower of Wishes that you mentioned earlier. So yeah,
Yeah,
no, I
the lunar bosses give a lot of XP. That's a surefire slingshot for Samus. So it's only like a matter of preference. But Tibalt didn't steal that many sirens, huh? Just like a
um
few.
yeah, I don't know how many hourglasses they bought. It could be just looking at the King Ryu fights as well, rather
Oh,
than cracking
maybe.
eggs. Which
Maybe it's for King Ryu's. That's fair. That's a different thing you can do. Wow. Again, so many options, so many things you can do.
so does look like Tybalt has that rat tail burning a hole in their pocket as well, and is getting that
Yeah.
hook to cash it in. Which again, that's been sitting there for since pretty much since the start of the game. It's like, is the package here? Is there something that we need?
Okay, so Stony arriving at the Fey March and saying, "Yes, actually, I will take these fights." And with these are glasses, absolutely.
Yeah, they still pack a little bit of a punch because of the location, but that hourglass 2 is going to stop it and make things nice and easy. And that is an objective behind our starting rat tail.
Wow. And the hook is in Dwarf Castle. That's not too bad. That's not too hitting.
People raising the big whale. Probably likely going to go check for Cecil and the Lunar Dais and see where they go from there. Is Stony making their way through this officer soldier fight?
No problem. They still punch pretty good, but with those hourglasses, it's not that big of a deal.
One thing I like to do in a situation like this is if I have the survivability, I like to get if I've got a coffin, I like to get that officer down so that the soldiers just kind of fight amongst themselves and make life even easier.
Oh, fair enough. Ooh, that's Virus for Palom and Link for Rosa. Those are two really good milestone spells for each of them. That's the tower key. Ooh.
Yeah, I think if I'm Stony, I'm chasing that tower key
Me
because
too. Could it
you
be?
want
Cecil on the
it's
moon? Cecil on the moon.
So that will likely fill out Tybalt's party.
That's a drain spear that they are selling in the Feymarch weapon shop. That is really good because it has like -10 agility, I think.
Yeah, no, I would have if I didn't have one, I probably would have considered picking one up as well, just because um, if you intend to anchor Kane for whatever reason, because he is the hero, agility is going to be based off of him, and if you make him slow enough, you can kind of make the fights a lot more predictable. Um, Stony electing, no, I think I'm just gonna roll with Kane the way he is and let him do damage.
They're like the cool bit about the drain spear, unlike the Kurt's ring, is that you can start a fight with the drain spear equipped, set the like relative agility on the ATB, and then swap it for a good weapon. So Kane's stats are not like diminished by the awfulness of the drain spear. But with the cursed ring, you just have to deal with like -15 strength and stuff for the rest of the fight, and it makes him way less useful.
Yeah, no, I agree. The drain spear is a very nice way of putting the brakes on Kane without as many drawbacks. Now, Tybalt making their way into Cave Bahamut. We'll see how good they are at jumping over behemoths.
Good luck, Tybalt. Why did it turn? Oh, for the reuse, I guess. Maybe he didn't realize that the key behemoths is on as a flag. That's a flag. Fair enough. It's very rare that you see that in the community. Oh yeah, the Sun and Sirens must have been for this express purpose.
Yeah, we are at 7 key items, so won't be the full value that you can get with the double experience bonus for having 10 key items, but still going to be a nice little slingshot for Cecil here.
Base level Cecil doing 1,700 with a single swing of the Crystal Sword. Classic.
As one does. Stony about to go through the dwarf castle, get their hook.
I don't think Stony did the Karate Man fight. I mean,
No.
I don't blame Stony. That spot is extremely punchy, and all it does is punch you and punch your party.
Yeah, and the kicks will ignore the moon veils these runners have gotten. So not even one where you can just get one on there and just wage your way through that fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Something tells me that there is like a required getting in that fight. I don't know, just a hunch. Oh yeah, our tracker that's Plagal mentioned in chat that there is the script that Karate Man has where if Cecil bonks him after he cues the second kick, I believe, the fight instantly ends when Jang says ouch.
Yeah, then that'll and even with the walk all the way down to the Feymarch, that will save a lot of time to go that route.
Yeah, it probably saves more time than fighting him under level right now, honestly.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that's if it's at least close enough that I would believe it. How about that?
And and it is safer doing it there anyways, if nothing else. And safety is a real strat, as I always say.
Yeah, no. Anytime you do a fight once, it's gonna be faster than having to take another crack at it.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's this dangerous Dark Knight Cecil that we mentioned earlier. It's like you gotta get your Cure 2s or Cure 3s right out of the gate, otherwise it's dangerous.
Unfortunately, Edge with the double ninja swords on Stony's side, making short work of that, making it so they don't have to deal with all the waves.
Tibble's party looking very nice right now.
Yeah, no, that's a strong party for pretty much any flag set in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And warping out, like exiting out. Goodbye. I was here for the dragons, not for the boss. And goodbye.
Yeah,
We'll see you later.
might be taking advantage of the healing pods in the big whale to get back up to full because there was a sparkle there. So
Oh, fair enough.
we've seen
Yeah, you're
Plague, we've
totally
seen the
right.
V-Lunars, we've seen Pogo Pogo. We still have Paildim, and we still have everybody's favorite Wyvern.
I mean, Wyvern will be better, all things considered, because of the magic power that spot has. Ogopogo does Ogopogo punch? Ogopogo punches, right?
Yeah.
Ogopogo will be the worst one though, because you get bonked for a lot of damage.
Yeah, but even then, I think since Tybalt was using nukes on Foob, so probably just want to get that MP back up to full too.
That's totally fair. Fusoya doesn't have much MP. There is I believe the MP glitch is on, so if you wanted to do that, you can. I told the racers in the race room that like, if you trigger a fight, you can just reset and try again. So that's what he was doing.
Yeah, might be why they're turning the enemy flag on because they're not 100% sure where those behemoths are, but it does
There it
look like
is.
there we go, all three for Tybalt.
Good work.
The second one always trips me up too, so I can appreciate the caution.
Yeah, I totally agree. Oh, you know, I was really worried for a second. I was gonna lose it because I thought it was laser, not beam. But no, it is beam. It's not laser.
Yeah, that 10% not quite as scary as the HP based attack there.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll get Foo set up to reflect some nukes back on Wyvern to help the melee attackers do some damage. Though 4,000 out of that Cecil, that alone is going to go a long way in.
Oh yeah, I think
Shortness.
this fight is pretty safe, all things considered. As long as you keep the damage up and you keep bracing people that get knocked down by wayward nukes. Even dang. I guess we'll see how much damage the nukes do, but I wouldn't be too worried about the nukes, I guess.
Yeah, I may have to play a little bit of life potion roulette to keep the party going, but already chewing through a lot of the Wyvern's HP. Oh yeah,
yeah, look at that.
I was thinking maybe like it was getting more in the 1,000 range and be a little bit scarier, but
a little bit.
Edge may have gotten a good evasion roll there on the magic defense there as well, but won't have to worry about a second one because Tybalt is through the fight, getting another objective lit up as Stony finds those sirens on them in the Hummingway shop.
Wow, that Excalibur is very nice because you can chuck it with Edge.
Yeah, no, that's a very strong dart for Edge. Also, you know, if there's something that Tybalt needs to buy, that's also a good stack of cash in case of emergencies as well.
You know, finding the sirens in the Hemingway shop really puts like it makes Stony get a bunch of time back on Tybalt because Tybalt did the siren stealing grind, but not that much because he didn't like steal like 20 or something.
Yeah, it would have been fortunately for Tybalt, didn't commit to like a full 30 siren egg grind or something like that, but just enough to get moved, just enough to get going. Tibble going to dive the moon. Look for those missing key items. We are still missing the package and the uh, wolf
Forge,
halves of the
right?
forge.
That's only 3. That's not too bad.
If I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong. You can skip the event tile on the in the ribbon room, so
Oh
you get two
yeah,
shots for free if I remember correctly.
that's absolutely right. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Yeah. Oh wow! Look at that fast like crystal sword altar. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Oh, this fight kind of sucks, but it's not too bad. All things considered.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the magic attack isn't all that strong here either,
Oh
so
yeah,
that will
yeah,
help.
yeah. This is the Wyvern room. It's like the developers of Final Fantasy 4, were like, oh man, surprising the party with a big Mega Nuke. Mega Nuke is so powerful. Let's just like dial it down a little bit, so the party can survive maybe at least 1 or 2 characters if they have enough HP.
Yeah, I appreciate that because in the vanilla game, the wyvern fight alone is scary enough as it is. So,
Right?
but Tybalt making very good use of that mute knife they found for Edge.
That was not a problem for Tybalt.
Yeah, taking advantage of the equipment, being strong enough to make the most of it, and getting a key item.
That's 8 key items, it seems, which is pretty nice for like the last like boost that people might need for Zeramis. Like once they get to the 10 key item, that is. Oh, again, this like push me to jump rotting is breaking my brain.
Oh, we're
Oh,
going to see pink puffs. We
oh,
have
of
pink
course.
puffs on the screen.
It is Tybalt. He would. He will. He does. Well, let's see if they drop another armor. Classic returns.
That would be an amazing thing to happen.
I forget what are the actual odds to see even an armor drop. They are pretty low. Silenced.
Well,
Stop with the music.
the meanwhile, Stony has added Cecil to the party and is also doing the grind to get on Gold Dragons to get everybody online here. And yeah, Bandana, Black Belt, Zeus Gauntlet. That is a very strong paladin. I do like Tybalt casting size on the pink puff so that all the berserkers are going to be doing extra damage. That's a
Me
good way
too.
to speed up this fight.
Oh, and Tybalt is also doing life glitching on the pink buffs. I mean, they drop a pretty decent amount of HP and money, so that's not too bad.
And I do believe that does count as an extra chance at an item drop, if I remember correctly.
Let's see.
Will we get it?
Nope.
We get nothing.
We have needs to get at least one item. I know they'll drop like elixirs or something, like ethers.
Stony getting through the cave Bahamut, avoiding all the behemoths as well. Nicely done.
This wyvern won't prove to be a problem.
Yes, fortunately, Tibble did for drop, so we don't have to immediately cut the stream, as our restreamer pointing out.
It's a bit of a joke in the community. Just like the moment someone gets an element armor from the pink pugs on stream, we gotta like shut the stream down or whatever. It has happened once, but it was during an RPG limit break channel like race, so it doesn't count, I guess. What's the logic there? So Tibble has been trying ever since, basically.
Stony working their way through. Not getting quite as much luck as Tybalt did on these nuke rolls from the Wyvern. Meanwhile, Tybalt working on the Leviathan in the White Spear altar.
Those are some pretty high rolls on the nukes. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty unlucky.
I think it shows, I don't know what gear Tybalt had on that edge. Either some really good luck on that first nuke that we saw, or yeah, just nice and got him very nice and well protected.
Just a pass. Not even a Kieran.
No, though the pass would have been nicer to see on the overworld, because that is a way to sneak into the moon, if I remember correctly.
I mean, yeah, but it's like really weird in the sense of like I don't think there's a failsafe that puts the lunar well on the moon, so you are stuck on the moon, if I recall.
Yeah, I believe you're right. It has been a little while since I've done that.
I mean, I will hope so. It sounds very risky. Tybalt opened the 2 chests that are in the ribbon room. I see that he got a pink tail, and the other one must be in a song.
Was the admin, if I remember correctly.
Really?
Need to get verification. Yeah, we need to get verification from that on our tracker. I thought I saw adamant.
Yeah, Fox in chat is saying he was adamant.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Appreciate that.
Wow, ribbon room stack.
Yeah, no, very good ribbon room. So that those are the 10 key items for Tybalt that will put them in a good. They'll put them in a situation where the experience in this ribbon room fight will be doubled, which will be a nice little chunk, probably pretty much finish off getting Tybalt ready for the Zeroma's fight.
Yeah, honestly, if I'm Tybalt in his situation right now, I'm avoiding doing the giant, I feel, because I have enough levels already for the most part. So, but and the keeping is so good too. So I don't know if I will do the giant, even though it's like a guaranteed thing. You know, like you don't have to search for the giant like you would need to do for the package. You know, but still.
Yeah, I think that might be the play. Is you've got it. It's an objective in hand. You don't have they don't have the tower key. They haven't done the Fey March. That probably looking for that one item, that one key item to finish off one of the other two objectives, and then just probably clear off the giant. Which with these levels, the CPU spot's not going to be much of a problem.
Yeah, I agree. Unless we see something like really bad, like a Gainatsu there or something.
Yeah. So
I I have seen Gainatsu of the elements a few times, and it's never a fun thing.
can you jump over the element spot?
Oh, actually, yeah, I think you can. I don't see why you couldn't. Yeah. Huh.
So that
Wow.
might be that might be if that is accurate, that might be that speeds that up rather nicely.
Wow. Yeah. That makes doing the giant a pretty good proposition because the problem with the giant is the combination of both. You know, the CPU and the element spot. Like one has a lot of HP and the other one punches really hard, so it's like pretty rough in combination. But if you get one of the two out of the equation, it's really nice.
Unfortunately for these runners, we've seen Golbez, we've seen Wyvern, we've seen the Maga Sisters, we've seen a lot of those fights that are really pretty terrifying at that CPU spot. So, uh, yeah, no, I think the Giant's going to be should be pretty manageable for both these runners.
The tower key, I believe, was in the officer soldier fight in at Asura spot.
Yes, that is my recollection. So that is the one thing Stony has right now that Tybalt will potentially need to catch up on. I don't think Stony's checked that yet.
Hmm. Tony getting out of here. Honestly, a lot of people, I understand why. A lot of people have like struggle with choosing to go down the Seal Cave, even with an objective, but it's not really that slow if you have warp.
Yeah, no, it, warp warp really does kind of mitigate a lot of the time that it takes to go through that. You still have a pretty long walk down, but you know,
People, full green demon. Let's see who's at this spot. Azura. Well, with this power that this party has, it shouldn't be much of a problem.
with the power and the mute knife, so yeah.
Oh yeah, double power.
So I do like both. I do like both these plays here. You know, Tybalt has the pass. Not already got the Cape Bahamut done in a situation. They've got the ability to just defeat everything here. You just want to get rid of get the moon off the table and make sure and be done with it. Meanwhile, Stony with the tower key, with the Luca key, just trying to clean up as much of the underground as possible. So far, other than the adamant, we found nothing on the moon that we really need.
I mean, it could be that the package is here, for example, or the other half of Forge.
Nope, we get the spoon, which again, another key item, but we're past our 10 key item bonus, so it'd be a nice start for Edge potentially to get through that giant a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, the Ant or Cerberus too. So the the moon was pretty good because first and foremost it had the one half of Forge, but it was pretty much a bust in all other respects.
Yeah, at this point in time, it's nice to have the adamant in case Tybalt's routing takes them to the Legend Sword first. It's gonna feel a little bit unfortunate if they find the package first because yeah, then that moon dive will have just been for a lot of experience, so not a complete loss.
For sure. That pink tail is pretty nice, all things considered, but it is a bit of a commitment to go specifically to the Adamant Grotto to reclaim whatever equipment they give you, and also with T Wild Edge, like with uncapped T Wild Edge, you know, you already have pretty good equipment for the most part.
Yeah, I think the main thing that would help Tybalt at this point would be Murasame or the Murasame to help replace that boomerang, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, was the
that is totally
standard for
fair.
the top of tower.
Yeah, top of tower wasn't anything amazing. It was just excellent movie. Hopefully Stony has better luck by doing the super cannon round.
Tybalt jumping over the element spot. Gonna see what's here at the CPU spot. Yeah, this is fine. Dr. Luge and Belnab.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, even the laser attack that Dr. Luge's second form has that you mentioned earlier gonna only be not gonna be too bad here because it's only about 25,000 hit points at this spot, so pretty manageable for a party that's very much ready to go with the game.
Yup. And because it is like four monsters actually, all of the HP gets really like split, so it's pretty easy defeating the game. Too bad we didn't see the combination robot of Balnab Z. I'm a big fan, personally.
It's a cool design.
Let's see if Stony gets rewarded for his commitment to doing the Tower Battle.
Well, that's two opportunities for something.
That's the pan. Ugh, more rabbit hole. This is like objective number 3 for Table 2, like playing the general battle. And, he only needs to go down the sealed cave and find either the package or the legend sword.
Yeah, we've pretty much seen. I'm trying to take stock of what we haven't seen. I think the only
Oh my
thing.
god, Karate Man. I told
Yeah,
you.
that's about it. The upside is it's not going to be there's not another item behind any of the items they're looking for. So
Yeah.
there'll be terminal key items if nothing else. So
Could be this one with the cells. No, just Artemis. Pretty nice, but not important or useful right now.
yeah, unfortunately not the value of that's kind of gone down since I think we've seen pretty much all the dragons other than Paladin.
Paladin is also Dragon, wasn't it? I think so, but still, I don't think it matters where he is right now.
Yeah, no.
We've seen all of the spots that could give like trouble. They're all gone. detail is... Oh, right. Oops. Well, that's good. I didn't put no elements on.
Yeah, no, I missed that. I missed that as well. So,
Oh my gosh, there it is. The package was at the end of the big rabbit hole.
yeah, Stony rewarded for following that. Now it'll be a question of what Tybalt does. You know, as was pointed out with Cecil, the Karate Man fight is a lot more manageable. So I believe the Legend Sword has to be there.
Yeah. So the thing is that Tybalt, like, just having more levels doesn't make you do this whole chain faster, aside from the like Baron Guards fight that may have lost a little bit, but I don't think the time save is gonna be noticeable. And if Stony gets the Legend Sword from the Karate Man and goes down onto the rest of the terrain and does like from bottom up, I think they are going to find, like, if they go straight into the ribbon room, they are going to find the adamant rod really fast, you know, and then they don't have to do the rest of the room. They can just buy sirens, so that will make Tony save a bunch of time in regards to Tybalt. I feel if it works out perfectly for Tony.
Yeah, no, I also a good chance Stony might just take the experience off that CPU spot and call it good as well, because they'll be pretty close. They'll be pretty close then too.
Yeah, but like with burning mist, yeah, like you don't have to do the giant. That's the thing. If you get the both halves of the forge, so I don't know. But then again, giant is also a grind, and it's there. You don't have to search for the forge. So you're totally right, actually.
Yeah, I mean it depends. It depends on how Stony feels about where they're at level wise. Looks like they're in the upper 30s. Um, you know, you know, taking the objective in hand. I'm going to be disappointed by that Blue Gay Balnab fight, because that does, like you said, that is 3 or 4 different boss monster spots, so that's going to divvy up the experience.
Yeah, it's
They're not
like
going to get much for it.
the the combination robot Balnab C is also a monster that takes like a chunk of the experience in the spot, and he just like he you don't see him if you do the boss fight really well, and if you see him, you've lost the experience from the previous ones. There it is.
Yep, it is there.
Okay?
Chat did correct me. Though we do have the Odin spot in the Baron
Oh
basement
yeah.
that neither of these runners have done, but Karate Man was the answer as you predicted.
The other thing that doing the giant versus doing the forge is that Kane only gets good super forge weapons. All of the options Kane get, they are really good. So no matter what you get, King is going to be kitted out for Zeromus, and he's going to kick Zeromus's butt.
Yeah, and I do think Stony does feel like Stoney's either looking for that last arm for a little bit more experience, or looking for a better Kane weapon, because they've been using that starting Blizzard Spear for the entire seat. Finally getting a defense sword in the loose chest.
I mean, that Avenger was nice too, but it's still not that amazing. Oh, Suscon is for sale on Stardust.
Yeah,
Very
and
nice.
Tybalt getting the piggy stick. The Baconator has been acquired.
That is pretty good. That is the weakest of the King weapons that King can get, but it's as strong damage-wise as an Excal. It just doesn't have any strength bonuses, but it's still really good. Like it's still better than the defense sword.
Yeah, and as you point out, having Zeus gauntlets available in the shop and the amount of money this party has, very easily buy an extra pair to put on Kane.
Oh my gosh, this is the hacking pink buff money that he got from doing live Twitch on the pink buffs. Hey, it came in handy. Another crystal sword for Cecil in that chest.
in case the first one wears out.
I mean, you can sell that and buy more sirens, or
Yeah.
buy more Zeus mullets. If you had the forge, which Sony doesn't, but still, you can buy more sirens. I
Tybalt
believe it was
being a wine
like
run.
6.5 sirens or 6.3 sirens or something like that. It's a crystal sword. I forget how the math worked out.
Yeah, and it depends on the whether S quarter or the standard half price
Oh
sale
yeah.
is on too. Uh, but yeah, to your point, Tybalt had enough money that if adamant armors were available in shop, they could have bought an adamant armor.
Wow. And they are very expensive. Gagnius for what? For darting? Oh wow. That is the rich man's dart. Damn. We thought drain spears were good. Well, check this one out.
Yeah, no, but I think that'll definitely save some time. So, to help speed up the Zeroma's fight even faster with Cecil and Kane, Berserk, Edge darting. Yeah, this could be a very quick. This should be a very quick Zeroma's fight for Tybalt.
I don't know if we're ever gonna see a second Big Bang. Oh my gosh, there is! Katai Robo!
Yay! We have mechas inside of our mecha.
Yes, we do. Like going down and up the sealed cave is still a bit of a trek that Stony could use to grind and go and fight zombies. Because Stony gets the tank items. I think he has tank items already, right? Yeah, Stony has the tank items, so that's pretty good with some good like Stony knows where the sirens are, so it's just a matter of just finding the sirens and grinding really fast and trying to take zombies. But there is like a danger zone where you don't grind enough to save time, and then that your HP value is maybe a little bit low or something, or your damage is a little bit low, and that costs you in some fight. So it's always a tricky proposition.
Yeah, I did notice that I think Tybalt bought a stack of vampires, maybe as a hedge in case they need to do 1200 or Food and Friends strats, which you've got. Money was not a problem this season, so it made perfect sense.
Yeah, early on, but then the crystal swords started showing up on the edge and everything. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna bob Germs to death instead. So that's Tony's objective number 3. Putting him also, giving him the crystal. This is
Yeah.
this is a tie race despite the versions, like our said.
Yeah, it really is. If it weren't for this long cutscene here leaving the giant, this would have been. They basically got their objectives done at the exact same time.
Yeah, wow. Even then, I think like the grind that Sony has to do will put Sony like a little bit behind Tybalt.
Yeah, I mean, I think if I were Stony, I'd be more comfortable if I had a is Tybalt Tybalt showing off those warp tiles that we talked about earlier in the sealed cave.
Oh yeah, our streamer Firebill Lover pointing out that Tybalt does have the pass, and Sony doesn't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
gonna save some time for Tybalt.
I believe it's like 2 minutes and a half or like 3 minutes and a half going down the rest of terrain to fight Tyrannos, if I recall. Chat can confirm, but it's a bit.
Yeah, I probably Stony will be getting close to the save room by the time Tybalt is starting the fight, just because of the amount of walking. Obviously, Stony able to save a little bit of time thanks to the push B to jump. Won't be
Oh,
quite as
true,
bad as it
true.
normally is, but it's still a trek. I mean, already Tybalt getting to Toroya, gonna make the preparations as We want to thank Drinks Glue for the raid coming in. Appreciate it. You're coming right at the end of this race as both these runners darn near hit simultaneous go mode.
It's gonna be interesting. What's the agility in this game? Oh, we're just gonna. Tybalt chose to not show the audience. Thank you, Tybalt.
I think with Crystal Sword Adamant Cecil, I don't think Tybalt cares.
Yeah, fair enough. Honestly,
this isn't a fight where you got to worry about make sure you got that part. Help with that party order is going to make a huge difference. This is just a matter of go, let Cecil hit for obscene amounts of damage, and then call
yeah,
it.
I think this fight should be pretty safe for Tybalt. I think that'll be Tybalt showing off the Fupa room. Shoutouts to Tybalt, hero of the community, even changing to Fusoya.
We have maximum memes here tonight.
Yeah, wow. Not surprising considering who's on stream. Tybalt known in the community for being a bit of a jokester.
Yeah, you know.
Sorry, we usually would do the whole spiel about, who's butt gonna quick like kicking tonight or whatever, but as you saw, butt kicking machine broke.
Yeah,
So,
no. So
it is. Sorry, folks. We will still see who Soromus is after the crystal is sheds his light on him.
Meanwhile, Stony getting prepared, getting a couple extra levels. As we see whose butt we're kicking tonight.
Oh my gosh. What is this? What's the name? Beastectus. Is this a Beast Wars Transformers guy?
I believe it might be, yes. And that is a very fast shake. Oh dear.
Wow. Slow. Like, no need for tech webs. We got slows for the counter nuke for nerfing the first whip bang. That should make the shakes go a little bit slower.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, 7,000. Dark that good near. See, that biggest stick putting in the good work.
Oh yeah, no, like you said, it's got very good attack power. The lack of strength boost buffs is, noticeable. It does limit its top end damage, but 5,200 for edge on the dart. Yeah, no.
Yeah, those Gagniers have some really decent attack power.
Do like the play of you've got the money, you might as well use it to maximize the resource you got.
Yeah, I mean the money isn't gonna follow you to the next seed, so just dump it.
Just sit there with all the elixirs that are in my inventory from previous seeds, right?
Yeah. Elixir hoarding syndrome. Yeah, I don't think this Soromus is gonna stand much of a chance here. Like the speed of the party is pretty bonkers compared to Soromus right now. And the worst part is that since the damage is coming out so fast, Soromus is like facing through the faces, and it's like resetting his like action command, so his move doesn't come out because it like changed faces. It's probably about to die.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those. Yeah, we've already got rocks in our stream. This is definitely one of those fights where the boss music is for the party and not for the final boss.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, Kamikaze finisher.
Do we get it?
No, so close. So
respect
close.
the effort on Tybalt's part. There is the crack. There is the crumble. Not getting the kamikazes, the crumble skip off the kamikaze, but still winning the race. 1 hour, 25 minutes, 29 seconds. GG's in chat for Tybalt.
I wasn't counting HP obviously, but if it had been Kane or Cecil with the Kamikaze, maybe that would have done it. But Ross's HP was not topped off. Close though, close.
Yeah, no, it was the old college try. I definitely definitely appreciate it.
Absolutely, big fan. Stony has some pretty good levels already. Those HP values are looking pretty nice.
Yeah, Stony will be in great shape with 38 agility. And in this situation, the only thing that Stony won't have that Tybalt had is that adamant armor from the pigtail, but still going to be in pretty good shape for this fight.
Oh yeah. I will, personally, I will always want to have even more HP. Like, but you know, if Rosa is not like at risk of dying from an unnerved big bang, that's pretty good. It seems that we're gonna get joined by Tybalt. We're joined by Tybalt. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, GG.
GG.
Good work. nice try on the Kamikaze. You almost had it.
I know. I was so close. Of course, she took 1,000 with the Meteor, which was a little sad about.
Yeah.
If that was the difference.
If you had done it with Cecil or King, I think she would have gotten it.
I couldn't. They were both zerked.
Yeah, I know. But, okay,
You didn't even see one black hole to get rid of
No.
it.
No, I didn't. Like, it was just like, hey, Avenger, hey, black hole, done.
So what do you think about the Sid?
Sid? You can say that.
No.
The
Seed.
the seed. It was a lot of fun. I like
Okay.
spiking that the crystal sword out of Emblem. I'm like, I'm done here.
Bye. Yeah, I really like that play of like, oh yeah, some coffins. Okay, I'm going there, and then you did, and you got it, and you were like, okay, bye.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, no, where's my Cecil? Where's my Cecil? Give me my Cecil.
There was a chance that Cecil was like at the end of the giant or something, but instead she was just like coasting up in the lunar dias. That was pretty nice.
Oh, I got to the point of like, okay, so I've got Package, Sand Ruby, Giant, the Moon. Like, please don't be like Sand Ruby. Sold the spoon by accident.
Oops. It's not even worth that much money, honestly.
No, it's not. So I just wanted to get some extra darts so Edge could do some supplemental damage in the Z fight.
I was wondering where the spoon went. I thought you just chucked it on like Luga or something, and I just missed
Nope.
it. But no.
Nope. I sold it by accident when I was buying gun gears.
Oops.
Yeah, it was sell the farm time, and then it's like I saw the spoon go, and I'm like, well, that's gone.
Oh well. Didn't really need it in the end.
No, you're doing 5K with gun gears, it's fine.
So, that early game was pretty interesting because you and Stony went in completely different ways. What made you go to like Evelyn to do that right away, and then the rest of the like early game, running?
It was T-Wallet, so I wanted some early gear for like Edge and Kane. And then I come out of there with just a bristle sword, and I'm like, okay. And I re-equip and I see it's not Neki, and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes things a little bit easier now. Because I'm so used to playing with Neki, so nobody's got any gear. Then it's just a matter of like, okay, let's go down and go underground, get some extra freaky items, maybe spike the Earth Crystal, and then get the Earth Crystal from Edward, of course, and feel bad about that.
Yeah, that was pretty convenient. All things considered.
And I come back, I was like, oh, Earth Crystal. Well, I feel bad. I probably could have taken some extra things underground, but no, that's fine.
I mean, you can only make decisions with information that you have on hand, right?
Yeah.
That's how that works. Do you have any questions, Roddy?
When you one of the big differences between you and Stony is Stony focused on the underground, while you kind of decided to take the lunar dive. What were your thoughts as you walked out of that moon with just the adamant rock?
Oh, I got out of the moon with the adamant rock pass. I think I had the tower key. But I mean, I had the pass, so I wasn't too worried about it. Plus, I also had the pink tail. I thought the adamant rock was up there. But I mean, I walk out of there, it's like, okay, I've got, Bahamut done. I've got the pink tail, which means I got an adamant outline. I've got Luca key, which I can go do, but that's just a zonk because I already grabbed the item. I guess I go to Feymarch, because that's the biggest density of items I had at that point. And I knew the fights down there were free at that point. Didn't feel too bad about it, because it gave me all the levels I needed for, an alt gauntlet giant or something like that.
That's awesome. Well, another Brian Hill's journey under your belt. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'll be contacting you later.
Yeah, I'm happy I did quite a few of the old push me to jump memes, like the Saveless Wyvern fight.
Your routing was bonkers. It was like breaking my brain watching you jump the walls and stuff.
Thank you for showing off the Lunarian room.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
Fupas.
Fupas for.
There's actually a Fu fight in there where you get to fight Fu. He's like an evil wall.
Yeah, there's some nonsense in there, but we'll leave it to folks to find that for themselves.
Right. There's two ways you can get there: push me to jump or classic giant. Are the two ways you can do it.
Some homework for the fans at home.
Yeah, I can have some homework.
Anyways, GG's and thanks, Tabled.
No problem. It's always a pleasure playing these. I always enjoy them. Yeah, there's a racing aspect, but there's also have fun.
Oh,
and the flag sets that you create for these are always fun. We may yell at you for, when you roll the seeds to be nasty, but
that
it's
ain't
fun.
me. That's a seed gen. Roll yell at the internet and at computers like I do at my job. Don't yell at me.
Alright. Well, y'all have a good one.
All right,
Thank
you,
you.
Tibble, for
Take care.
joining us. GG.
Stony has been holding standing his ground against Bisectus, and it's gone pretty well. Due to the level difference between T-Bolt and Stony, obviously, it hasn't gone as buttery smooth. With that, Rosa kept providing, critical healing at every moment with the Cure Force, and it's gone pretty smooth. Aside from a couple, it's always scary when the HP goes down.
Yeah, I do like Stony being somewhat risky and not trying to bother nerfing the big bangs with 3 party members, because missing would have been much worse than taking the full effect. And strategy working out, as Bisectus is down on Stony's side at 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 25 seconds. GG.
Good work, Stony. Stony also played a great stage, but I feel like T-Bolt's knowledge of just how bonkers his movement was, really eked out that a little bit of extra damage in the backboard. But still, Stony played it phenomenal.
Oh yeah, no, Stony did an excellent job, taking some difficult fights in that underground to get through. Just a slightly faster path available through the moon with that adamant rock and the karate fight, and like you said, those little time saves add up very quickly on push speed and jump.
It's also I feel like the EXP routing that people need, in the end for this seed in particular, it worked out better. That choosing that talon maybe also wasn't as optimal. at the end of the day, that's for Soya. But you like I always say, yeah, you can only make choices with the information that you have. Anything else is just gambling and kind of like hedging your bets. So yeah, it's still a stellar still played.
Yeah, no, agree there. Making the use of what they had available and successfully kicking the butt.
I believe we're gonna get to the Stony. Hey there, GG's.
GG. Thank you.
GG Stony.
Appreciate it.
That was a very well played seed, especially for push B to jump, which is basically playing a different game, honestly.
I don't have a lot of experience with push B to jump, so I was trying to remember every little tidbit that I did from the time I did play, so I don't think I did too bad with that.
I agree. Like I know you're like a relatively like more newer like player of the randomizer, especially compared to Tibble, who has been around like for like forever. And like push B to jump is just so different, especially with the whole like routing. It turns routing on its head, so it can be really hard to like wrap your head around it. But yeah, I think you did really well, honestly.
Yeah, just kind of remember the little tidbits where you can jump over certain areas, you can avoid that whole Baron route to go straight to the king, the jumping around the first boss of the Babel, which I kind of forgot about until I got to that spot, and I was like, oh wait, I can jump over this. I don't have to do this.
You don't got it. If you don't got it, you don't got it.
Yeah, that was a very good time save for you there.
I mean, I don't know what boss was there. I don't know if Tybalt actually hit it, but it could have been good experience because I ended up doing a couple Gold Dragons on the moon on the way down to Z anyway, but why risk it?
Yeah, honestly, I totally get that. People chose to go underground to the nurse's terrain where there was like half a forge, and you chose to like rear the underground, and it just turned out that way, really.
Yeah, looking, I didn't know you just had the package or both parts of Forge left, and it's like, I'm just gonna take whatever I can. I'm just gonna do the quick checks and just kind of hope that either one, the package falls in my lap, or both pieces of the Forge does. And looking like the Adamant was on the moon, so I'm glad I got the package.
Yeah, absolutely. In the end, like you both diverge really hard throughout the entire seed, and he gravitated towards the moon, and you ended up being like staying underground. And I think it's pretty cool that the seed allowed for that, and you both did different things.
Yeah, your crystal drops are pretty much about the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing that since he had done the moon, he ended up having a little bit more on the level side than I did, so he was probably
Yeah.
able to jump straight down into Z, whereas I had to kind of detour a little bit.
The moon also had the pass, so he didn't have to go down the LSD again.
Okay, yeah, that would help.
Yeah, that was pretty much the difference. Those two things are pretty much the difference in your finish, which shows just how close the race really was.
Tybalt is a very, very good runner, so anytime I can be competitive with him, I feel like I'm doing pretty well for myself.
I agree. Tibble is very good at this game.
Oh, very good. I was happy to see your thoughts as you stuck through that tower key to pan chain and finally in getting rewarded with that package. Kind of sigh of relief there at the end, or
Yeah, because there was still so many other checks available to do. I didn't want to have to keep digging for something. Whereas with the press B to jump, you have so much divergence that can happen. This easily could have been done at probably an hour in, really.
So, any last thoughts on the theater or something? Sony?
No, I'm beginning to enjoy the push B to jump flag set. I know it's not a fan favorite, but I might have to dive into it a little bit more just to kind of get a little more experience for these little special feed flag sets like this. So
Yeah, it does come up every now and then. It has its fans, and it pops up here and there, like here.
yeah, but overall enjoyable feed, and again, thank you for running this club. I've enjoyed it so much, and I hoping it never ends.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, GG Stony, we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Thank you very much, everybody. Y'all have a good day.
Congratulations on a well-run seed.
Thank you very much. Thank you for restreaming. It's very much appreciated by everybody.
And with that, we've come to the end of this broadcast. But fret not. Uh, Again, check out Discords. We always like doing like pickup races here and there. That we have more clubs. And next week we have like a couple more restream races, maybe if we have enough people for them. So just uh, thanks a lot everyone for watching, and we're gonna be sending you to Possum Orpheus, a friend of the community.
Thank you to our runners for putting on a good show for us. Thank you to Firebird Lover for running the restream. Thank you to Dark Plague for tracking. And of course, thank you, Alchemy, for not only commentating here tonight, but running a wonderful club here with the Baron Hero's Journey. Thank you very much.
And thanks to my commentator Roddy for being very fun.
It's always a good time.
Thanks everyone. See you next time.
Take care. Awesome. Thank you, everybody.